Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you to fill part 3 of Craft Our Stash of the snippet roll. So in the last video we did make these gorgeous tag and card set, and now we're going to make a box for the card to sit in. But how beautiful is that? Isn't that just fabulous? Oh, I absolutely love them. I really love them. So I have here 2 sheets of A4 UK A4 craft cardstock, and that is what we're going to use to create our box. So I'm just going to grab out, sorry for the noise, my scoreboard, because that's what we're needing. And what we're going to do is I need to measure the card. So our card measures it's 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. So I'm actually going to do my card width 6 inches by 8 1/2 inches. So the way that I work out, let me just grab this and a pen and I'll show you how I work out my box. So for my box, let's draw a little picture. I know that I want one piece, the length, this bit here, to be 8 1/2 inches. Down on this side bit, I know that I want this to be 6 inches. So that's how big I need the bottom of my box to be. Now I want the box to come up, so let's have a look. I'm going to say probably about an inch. Enough room so that we can put tissue paper in as well. So if we add our sides of our box on all 4 sides like so, and then write in 1 inch in all of them, or whatever the depth you want of your box, you can then come in and you can see how big you need your piece of paper. So I know I need 1 inch plus 8 1/2 inches plus 1 inch, which equals 10 1/2 inches. So that's the length of my box. For my width, I know that I need 1 inch plus 6 inches plus 1 inch. So for the width of my box, I know that I need 8 inches. Now when it comes to the lid, so this is the base, and I do this every time that I make a box. I always write myself a little diagram and I add everything up, because I find that by doing this I never ever I'm not wasting as much card. So for the lid, so let's draw a little diagram again. Now for the lid I always go 1/8 over, so my length of my box is going to be 8 1/2 inches plus 1/8 of an inch. So just here, so that's 1 2 3 4, so that's 5/8 of an inch. So on your scoreboard, let me lift it up. So on your scoreboard you have all of these bits that are in between. So this bit here, just mark it, that's 1/8 of an inch. This is 1/4 of an inch. That's 3/8, 1/2 an inch, 5/8, 3/4 of an inch. So it's actually 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and the next inch. So that's how you work it out. So on your scoreboard, it's every line. So each line is an inch. So 1/8 of an inch. So each like score. I hope that's coming across. And then I also know that the width of the box needs to be 6 1/8 of an inch. I want it also to have the same amount on the sides. So I want them to be 1 inch all the way around. So let's add them in. So then I will add it up. So for my lid I need 1 inch by 8 5/8 of an inch by 1 inch. So I know I need 10 5/8 of an inch. Then for my width, I want 1 inch, oh not times, sorry, it's plus. Ignore the times bit, it's plus. Plus 6 1/8 of an inch plus 1 inch, and that equals 8 1/8. So that's the size of paper that I need for both pieces. So we'll start off by, let me grab my trimmer out, and let's cut these down to the sizes that we actually need. So I'm just using my Toy Studio one. So we'll do the base, which is 10.5 inches. So let's get this to 10.5, like so, by 8 inches. There we go. So just like that. So that is our base. Then I'm going to come in, flip my little sheet over, and I know that I need 10 5/8. So 10 5/8 is just after the half an inch. There we go. Make sure that it's definitely okay. By 8 1/8. So which should be, I'm only cutting off about 1/8 of an inch. Like that. There we go. Okay, so that's my all of my paper cut down. Then once your paper is cut down to size, and it's the size that you are wanting, it's then really easy from there. It really is just popping your paper in, or your cardstock, sorry, and you're scoring 1 inch on all sides. So all sides of our sheet will be scored at 1 inch, and this is going to create our box. So there's that one. And let's grab the other piece, and again 1 inch, another inch, another inch, and another one. So just like that. So we're finished with our score tool, so that can go back. Okay, and then grabbing our bits of paper, we're just going to fold them up all the way around, like so. So we're just burnishing those folds. Once we've burnished the folds, if I can find, there they are, my scissors, we're then wanting to cut down here. Down one of these little flaps, we want to take out a little triangular piece on that side, and a little triangular piece on that side. We're going to use this flap to stick our box together. So only cut down one side of those little squares in the corner. And then you want to take a little slither out of each side, and that just ensures that it all fits nicely together. So I used to hate making boxes because I used to really struggle with getting the lid right and getting measurements and stuff right, until I started drawing them down on a piece of paper, and it just made so much more sense. So if you struggle as well, try drawing it down on a piece of paper of the size that you want your box to be. Yeah, and sort of go from there. Once we've done that, you just want to then pop some glue on, and we're just going to make sure those corners are straight and stick that down. And we're going to do that for all of them. So that one did pop off, but that's fine. Okay, you can use your red liner tape for this, you can use glue, you can use any adhesive that you would like to use for this. I didn't put enough in there. Okay, so just pressing that down, making sure that it's nice and adhered. Right, okay, and then get them bits in. I'll just put some glue on there and some glue on this one, and then we are just going to stick these together like so. Okay, so that's one part of our box done, and I have no idea which part until I think this might be the lid. Yeah, I think this could be the lid. So let's do the other part and do exactly the same. So just burnishing those down like so. Okay. Right, and then I'm going to grab my scissors. We're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to cut down the side and then cut out 2 triangle slivers from those little squares, so we can use them to glue our box together. So just like so. And we're going to go do it all the way around. But yeah, always add, for your lid, always add 1/8 of an inch on. I found when I first started, I was always adding 1/4 of an inch, and I found it was just, they were just too big, way too big. So I was ending up having them, yeah, having them way too big, and they're just never sitting right. And yeah, I wasn't happy. So I sort of played around, but like I say, it wasn't until I actually started drawing my designs, like the box sizes and what size I needed the sides to be and all the rest of it, that it sort of twigged of what I needed to do. So now every time I do a box, I write it down, and then it tells me what I need to do. I should just have a little book with them, every size box, shouldn't I? With all my measurements in. Okay, so stick them down, and then we're just going to stick these ones down, and then whichever one's the lid, because I never mark them, but that's because we're keeping them. I'm not covering them with anything. The only thing I'm doing is I decorate the top with the leftover snippet roll and some flowers and an image, I think. So yeah, so I didn't want to mark them, but we'll find out in a moment. Oh, I thought that one was stuck. Oh, I need, look at that, look at my nails. I've lost one. Need to sort it. Need to sort it. It's dead easy to do as well. It's just, yeah, being bothered to do it. I think, actually, which one is the top and which one's the bottom? Ah, so, are you going to go in? Prove me. Yes, there we go. So that is our box. So in these 2 side bits, I'm just going to grab a hole punch. You do not have to do this. So if you don't have a hole punch, that's fine. You can actually just cut out little V's if you don't have a hole punch. But I like to put in little, oh, if it fits in, I should have done this before we started. Little thumb holes, just because it makes it easier to open the box. But if you don't have a hole punch, a circle punch, then just do a little V out of it, and it'll look just as nice. Let's make sure the card fits in. Oh, look at that. Isn't that perfect? And could we actually even fit the tag in? Oh, look at that. That is a gift set. Oh, it doesn't quite fit in. Oh, do I rip? Oh, do I? Oh no, I can't do it. But if we sort of ripped just a tiny bit off there, nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. I like it too much. I'm not destroying something just to fit. Anyway, so that is our box. It has our card in, absolutely gorgeous. And then this is it. This is all we have left from our snippet roll. Can you believe that? And look at that. Apart from a little bit, that is going to fit on perfectly. So I'm just going to cut across there. Oh, look at that. How gorgeous is that? I cannot believe we've like nearly used it all. So I'm just going to cut across, because that, obviously, I want to have that flower up at the top perfect. And then we have this little bit which I think this might end up being the only bit of waste that we have, unless yeah, you know what, we're going to stick it up at the top because I don't want to waste any of it. I like it all way too much. So that's going to stick just across there, like so. And then we're going to stick this like this. I'm going to make sure to get all those side bits like so, and then fill in that middle. Right, okay, so I'm going to just pop that. Oh, look at that there, perfect. How perfect is that now? That was just so meant to be. Okay, right, let's take the box away so I can just press it from the bottom as well. Make sure that's nice and adhered on. So I'm just going to move this off to the side. So we have this image which I would like to use. So we're going to cut this out like so. I am going to vintage this up using my vintage photo because I just think that might be just a little bit too white for this. And do you know, I've worked this out so perfectly, which I wasn't intending, but look, that image is there. We've got that image there as well on that one, but that one, it's just going to look nice. It's the same as like with the card. We worked that out perfectly. So when you look at the card, we've got the big image that we used there. We didn't with that one, but that's fine. We've just got the big image of that. But how lovely is that? Actually, you know what I could do? I could cut the top. Should we cut the top? Because I haven't put my thingy in yet. What do you call it? I really want this to sit in the box. And then if I got it, there we go. Oh look, there we go. Little gift set. Sorry, I just really wanted it to fit in the box. I didn't want to touch the edge bits, but yeah, that is gorgeous. Just going to have to go down that bit now. Perfect. Perfect. Right, I need to go around with some ink, but yeah, I'm happier. I'm a lot happier. Okay, so we've got that. So this is going to sit probably somewhere up there. Now I also have, I got a flower out in the last video. We're going to have the happy birthday, but I wanted to do, I'm going to cut all these down and we're going to shape them because I want this to be like quite a nice 3D flower. So if you've got like flower die cut sheets like this, don't be afraid just to cut down to that centre so that you can shape them, because that's basically what we're doing here. So I'm just extending these lines, and it just gives you a much better shape of your flower when you do come to actually shape it. Okay, like that. I feel like we're missing a couple of flowers. What have I done with them? This is only those ones there. We did get a few more out, didn't we? Oh well, I'll just have to use them. So I'm grabbing my ball tool. So I have a ball tool here, and this bit of foam that I used came with my, oh there they are, they're underneath there. It came with my iPad cover, so my leather cover that I had, it was inside it, you know, to keep it like puffy, well, so it doesn't go flat in transit, and that's literally all I've used, and that's all I use, and it works lovely. So yeah, don't throw it away, it comes in handy. So I'm just using the smaller end of my ball tool. This is one from Tonic, and we're just giving this some shape. Okay, so that's sitting there, and then we're just shaping each of those petals. So we have cut down them. You can spray water on. I tend not to. I've done it before, but I always end up breaking a couple of the petals off. So I've stopped actually spraying water on them, but you can. The water actually helps move those fibres. So yeah. Okay, and then I'm just going to come there. And I mean, doesn't that, it just looks so much better adding that shape in. So all the way along, like this, my hands hurting, right, like that. But it is so worth shaping your flowers, definitely. Okay, and then this one, and then this one. Okay, and then we're just going to do that. Right, so now it's time for us to stick our flower together. Now I haven't shaped that one because that is my base and I would like to keep that one flat. So all I'm going to do now is just sort of line it up so that those petals are in between, or the best I can. And then we're going to stick this one on. I should have really had my glue gun out for this, but we didn't. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Do you know what? I think we're going to have two separate flowers because that just looks too nice. Too nice. And then let's stick that one on there. Right. Can we get away? Yeah, we can get away with that and that. Now, because I'm using liquid glue, these are moving quite happily, which is a bit annoying. So I'm just going to hold that there just for my glue to take, because it does catch quite quickly and it dries very quickly, but you've just got to unfortunately be patient, and patience isn't my strong suit. So there. So I'm just going to hold that there to hopefully keep everything in place so that it does, yeah, it doesn't move. Please don't move. Yeah, it's going to move. Oh, this is boring. I don't want to sit here and hold it. I want to play. Yeah, that's just going to keep coming up. Come on. I should have used my glue gun. But you know, I never think to actually turn my glue gun on. I have it to the side of me. It's absolutely covered in glue strings, which annoy the life out of me. I hate them. Look at those glue strings. Yeah, I just, one of my pet hates. I think I whinge about them in every video that I use my glue gun in. Right, okay, so again, we are going to, oh yeah, I was thinking, do I want to actually, you know, on some dimension? And I wasn't going to, but actually I do. So I'm just going to pop some glue on, making sure I got plenty. I'm going to stick that on there. Okay. Right, and then I'm just going to pop glue all the way around. And that's just going to sit there like that. I'm just going to put my hand underneath and push that down just so that I know that it's well stuck. Now I am going to come in with my vintage photo because I forgot, and that is way too white. There we go, I like that. And let's get you smothered. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. And then we have this beautiful flower that we've just created. Not sure where. Oh, what about if I put it there actually? I think that, oh yes, let's put that there. So I'm just going to put some glue all the way around. I know it's covering that picture, but I love the fact that we have like other flowers underneath it, so it looks like it's just part of the snippet roll. Oh, isn't that just beautiful? I love that. Right, and then the last thing is I have this happy birthday, which I'm thinking, let's pop a little bit of dimension underneath. Okay, because we're going to need it. So like that, and then that can just stick out like that. I love it. I really, really love it. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Right, last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and I want to go in around this edge and darken this edge off. So just hold on to my box. Because I'm just going to, yeah, it's really going to help draw that eye in. So from a snippet roll, one snippet roll from papers that we hated, well, I personally hated, we have actually created something that I absolutely love. I mean, how gorgeous is this set, and how lovely is it going to be to gift out to someone? So we've made the box to the card, so it doesn't need to go in an envelope. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I really like that. Right, okay, so that's done. Right, let's move all of this. So yeah, we've made an absolute gorgeous box for our card. We've got a gift tag to go on the present. Just putting this back in the folder, this image, because that'll stay with them. And yeah, we've just made a really nice little gift set. So you know, you can just gift the card in this box, which is really nice within itself. I mean, you don't have to put the happy birthday on. You could just put a nice word on or leave it blank, so that the person who is using it, who has it, can use it to store really nice pretty things in, or reuse it for other things. So yeah, so there is options there. Oh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So it started off with sheets of paper that were just awful, and how gorgeous are they now? Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Do you think I've improved them, or do you think it's a bit too much for your taste? Because it's definitely not going to be everybody's taste. I do understand that, but I think it's absolutely stunning. The colours are just so warm and inviting. They're really sort of, sorry, I'm just trying to get this little bit of rubbish. The colours are warm and inviting. It just reminds me so much of autumn. So yeah, it's, I love it. I absolutely love them. So yeah, I can't believe I managed to do it, and they just look fabulous. So thank you everybody for watching this little mini series of Craft My Stash. I hope you've enjoyed it. There's definitely going to be more. It won't be as long as you know, 3 parts. I'll always just be just 1 part to them, but yeah, how fab are those? Okay, I'm definitely going to leave it. Please do subscribe everybody if you haven't subscribed. Also do give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, either is fine. And hopefully I'll see you very soon in another video, but until then, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.